He said 2 more minutes are there. Am I correct? Hari sir?
Yes, sir.
2 more minutes. Am I correct?
2 more minutes. Yeah, we'll go live in 2 more minutes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
A very good evening and warm welcome to all participants who have joined us on this evening in this virtual platform of Lugi. Let me introduce myself first. This is Hari Venkatesh from Bengaluru, and I am your MC for today's meeting. Once again, I welcome you all, my dear friends. Every industry is being reshaped by technology. Many things went digital. Try to recall when you used cash the last time. Now, the mode of payment is either through Google Pay, Paytm, etc., etc. Many things went digital. Here is another experiment. When did you send an important business message using a handwritten note and a stamp? Think about it. We get used to digital ways of interacting with the outside world. In-person events and customer interactions have come to an almost complete standstill as a result of the global pandemic. There are many uncertainties around how and when these type of activities will resume and we move behind COVID-19. What is certain is that these activities will not return to normal, rather new norms have emerged, physical to digital. Now, let us start this meeting with an auspicious note before we get on to this subject. And may I request Mr. Vignesh to play the prayer song, please.
करात्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं मुदा करात्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं कलाधरावतंसकं विलासिलोकरक्षकं कलाधरावतंसकं विलासिलोकरक्षकम् अनायकैकनायकं विनाशिते भदैत्यकम् कैकनायकं विनाशिते भदैत्यकं नताशुभाशुनाशकं नमामि तं विनायकं मुदा करात्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं मुदा करात्तमोदकं सदा विमुक्तिसाधकं नमामि तं विनायकं नमामि तं विनायकं नमामि तं विनायकम्.
Thank you, Mr. Vignesh. The next item in our agenda is Lugi's pledge. I request Mr. Vignesh to play the pledge, please.
Life Underwriters Bureau India was established to promote togetherness, cooperation, exchange of sales and technical ideas among insurance advisors of India and to enhance their knowledge, confidence, discipline and self-esteem to bring about professionalism in their practice. All members of Lugi are expected to follow strict professional ethics as follows. Number 1, to always place the best interest of our clients above our own. Number 2, to maintain the highest level of professional competence so that our clients receive the best advice. Number 3, to hold in the strictest confidence all privileged business and personal information pertaining to our client's affair. 4, to make full and adequate disclosure of facts necessary to enable our clients to make an intelligent, informed and suitable decisions. Number 5, refrain from such conduct, disclosure which would cause the public or the life insurance industry to lose confidence with our members. 6, refrain from twisting practices, that is, replacements, which may be detrimental to our clients. 7. Abide by and conform to all provisions of laws and regulations prescribed in our practice. 8. To update on day-to-day basis all regulations of various regulators governing financial industry. Number 9. To update knowledge of various products and services by continuous learning.
Thank you, Mr. Vignesh. Friends, that was our Lugi's pledge. Now, coming back to our subject. An American business magnate and a software developer, Mr. Bill Gates, said, there will be two types of business in next 5 years. Those that are on the internet and those that are out of business. Digital has and continue to change the world positively. India's data consumption is highest across the world at 12 GB per month per user. We have the world's highest 290 million Facebook accounts. Consumers are now empowered and they connect with multiple channels behind the view of companies and the distributors even before buying and even after buying a product. Friends, it is time for each one of us to open our digital dukaan. I repeat, digital dukaan. That is a digital shop of ours. Okay, let me pause here and let me invite a strong lady who does not require any introduction and known among all of us as President of Lugi Bangalore chapter, Srimati Pushpalata, to deliver the welcome speech. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you for a nice introduction, Mr. Hari Venkatesh. That was very nice of you. Good evening and a warm welcome to all my dear friends. It's a great honor to welcome Mr. Ajay Arora, the CEO of Datacom. Good evening and welcome, sir. I am blessed indeed to welcome our founder president and the legend of Lugi, Talaivar P. Srinivasan. Welcome to the president of Lugi, Mr. Venkat Subramaniam, Deputy President, Mr. Gurumurthy, CEO, Mr. K. Ravi, General Secretary, Mr. Nazar, and all other executives of Lugi. The President, Secretary, and Treasurer of all the chapters of Lugi, and all the wonderful participants and members of Lugi. Dear friends, after getting recruited as an LIC advisor, most of us have directly jumped into selling the products to earn a livelihood. Apart from the license and brochures, we did not have any other tool to present the products. The products have been so painstakingly been developed by LIC over the past so many years. And then came Datacom, and the entire scene of presenting the products changed, mostly because of the boom of technology and also because the techies understood only visual presentation. There was a complete change of scene, and we also became tech savvy and learned to use laptops, making plan combinations, sending presentations through mail, etc. It was very easy also for us to explain the plan, and we could picturize it for our clients. It was a complete change from using LIC manual and ready reckoner and using a pen to calculate the bonus, maturity, sum assured, premiums, etc. The members attending today have made yet another transition by becoming Lugi members, because in due course, we have got a chance to do CIP and FCHFP courses that are tailor-made for our insurance industry. There are yearly conventions that take place, and we get very good motivational and knowledge-based sessions. You have all heard the Lugi pledge, and we all are expected to follow that. We in Lugi have a shared vision of strengthening the agency force by educating our fellow agents. This would help an entire community to conduct ourselves with dignity and force, both the sides, that is the company and the customer, to acknowledge our importance in the insurance field. Now, during the pandemic, we have got an additional opportunity to meet online and listen to stalwarts like you, sir. You have made us undergo this transition. The time we are able to save, getting very well used by attending such sessions and meetings. Now we are all learning how to sell online. During this pandemic, we have been attending a series of online meetings conducted by Lugi. We have had the chairman and all the MDs also address us and give us the real boost required when we were clueless about our future and our future was in question. We, the Lugi members, have chosen to acquire motivation, product knowledge, information, mental and physical health sessions, financial planning, information on marketing and development of soft skills. All our advisor friends have hugely benefited from attending these sessions. We choose to do this so that we go into the market and say that we are Lugi members with pride and we are looked upon with respect. We talk about the change and how we should adapt ourselves to the change and so on and so forth. But what about the person who has brought this change itself? Looking forward to a great enlightening session from Mr. Ajay Arora on physical to digital. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you. Over to Mr. Hari Venkatesh.
Thank you. Thank you, madam, for your wonderful welcome speech. Friends, now, if your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. Leadership is not about titles, not about positions or flowcharts. Leadership is about one life influencing another. A successful person finds the right place for himself, but a successful leader finds the right place for others. Leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Ladies and gentlemen, let me invite our great leader and founder of Lugi, our Talevar Srinivasan sir, to give us brief address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Hari, for the sweet words you have spoken. And for the information of our chief guest, Mr. Ajay Arora, at 7:04, we have touched the optimum level of attendance of 500. Yes, because this Zoom meeting can touch only 500, rest will go to his team. So that shows the enthusiasm and interest. The members are anxious to listen from you. Thank you, Mr. Ajay Arora. You are here with us. I recollect with immense happiness, perhaps about 35 years before, when we met at Munnar, when our good friend Mr. Ramakant Desai brought you there as a speaker. We did not know anything about technology at that time. And you spoke. Not only you spoke, you gave rupees 10,000 as donation to Lugi. Highest donation as on that day received by Lugi, only your 10,000. So we are very grateful to you. Today you are with us. And for the information of our good friends and also of Mr. Ajay Arora and his team, we have got a live membership. Last year, huge number of members have joined as a life member. This year, you have just started. And for the information of the audience, one gentleman by name K. Krishna Kumar from Tirupur branch, Coimbatore division, has become first life member of Lugi. Vignesh, are you listening to me, Vignesh?
Yes, sir. I mean, sir, I'm just putting the slides, sir.
Please. So we thank Mr. Kishore Kumar. He has made a good beginning. Thanks to Mr. Tangavelu, Balu, and Subramaniam, who have brought him to Lugi and also as a life member. For the information of our good friends assembled here, as on date, we have got 229 life members. And the membership fee for life member is 25,000. It goes to the Corpus Fund of Donation. Our organization submits income tax, GST returns, regularly get assessment, pakka. very organized manner this organization is running, thanks to the leaders and also to the supportive administrative machinery. And we have got the details. Those who are anxious to become a life member, and later on I will also explain the special salient features, the benefit they will enjoy from life member. So those who want to, please contact the mobile number given, and also website details are also given. And next, for the information of our members, from 1st of April 2021, 11 agents have become members of Lugi, and out of that, Madurai, 5 members. And you will be happy to know all these people of their own accord, because we don't have any office is not there. We are not in a position to send any communication, everything. But they have taken the initiative. So Mr. Vasudevan is responsible for it, Madurai 5, and also Tirunelveli, one Mr. Sudalaimani is an executive in SBI Life Insurance. M. Tamil Selvan from Madurai, M. Murthy from Madurai, S. Suresh Kumar from Madurai, R. Sendil Kumar from Madurai, K. Kasidurai from Madurai, and Sudalaimani Tirunelveli, PKD Nambiar Mumbai, N. Ganesan Tanjavur, S. Sivakumar Vellur, Anguraj Salem, Balakrishan Chennai. Next is new membership fee is 1,770 for the first year, and all the details are given. Now it is my duty to communicate to my good friends who are not Lugi members but who are enjoying this Zoom meeting. In USA, people say there is no free lunch. So here, those who have been attending the Zoom meeting and still not become life member, probably today they will take a decision. Those who are not members, you can just imagine what is the cost of running a Zoom meeting, and we are inviting some speakers for whom we are paying. Is it not your duty to share the expenses? Please, please, for heaven's sake, those who are not members, become life member. Your commitment 1,770 rupees only for first year, second year it will get reduced. And what is the per day? You just imagine 3 or 4 rupees. Can't you afford to pay that? So I appeal with folded hands. Those who are not members, kindly record your name, your mobile number, your email ID, if possible, your branch. Again, I appeal with folded hands. Support Lugi, then only you will get all the benefits from Lugi. So that is my humble request. I am very confident innumerous number of people will come and give that information immediately without waiting for any other reminder from anybody. And again, next, certification in insurance planning, CIP. Online CIP batch 7 Tamil starts in the first week of June 2021. Online CIP batch 8 English starts in June 21. Course fee is 18,000 inclusive of GST. And those who are interested, please contact the persons referred herein. One important thing I would like to say, as the things have undergone tremendous change, technology, as our moderator or master of ceremony told, today there is a tremendous change, and during this corona period, unless you update your knowledge and you are in a position to talk to your clients with the knowledge you have acquired from training, you may not be able to shine. So that is my humble appeal. So my dear good friends, I am very happy. One Mr. Balamurugan says that he will join, and he has also given. We will definitely contact you, Mr. Balamurugan. Those who are, just give. Finally, on Saturday, one more information, on Saturday 29th at 7 p.m., Parveen Sultana, a professor of Presidency College, will deliver a motivation address. Please do come and attend. And with all this, I profusely thank my beloved President, Mr. Venkata Subramaniam, and others for the opportunity given to me. God bless all those who have assembled. Thank you a lot.
Many thanks for your brief address, sir. Friends, if you are interested in becoming the member of Lugi, kindly give your details, contact details on the chat box, and we will get back to you. Now, let us see some statistics. 85% of consumers today search for insurance online, though 55% feel they cannot buy insurance online. India is a young country with 75% people below age of 44. This population today are the decision makers in India households. And there is a rapid growth of the online modes of sale in BFSI. What is BFSI? Banking, financial service, and insurance sector. The keyword insurance, in particular health insurance, is up by 20% as compared to trend of 6% growth. The answer to all this is digital dukkha, your digital shop online. It is time to have your digital shop online. Remember the quotes of Bill Gates. Let me recall. There will be two types of business in the next 5 years: those that are on the internet and those that are out of business. Okay, now moving on to our next agenda, I now invite a gentleman who is well known among all of us for his wisdom and his knowledge. You post a message in WhatsApp group requesting for some LIC circular or a form or any clarification, you will get an instant reply. Yes, you all guessed it right. Let me call upon Mr. Vanamali, our Public Relationship Officer, to introduce our guest speaker, please. Over to you, Mr. Vanamali.
Happy evening, friends. It's an immense pleasure for me to welcoming our visionary man. I can say as a godfather of our life insurance agents, Mr. Ajay Arora. Mr. Ajay Arora has been a pioneer in introducing automation in the field of life insurance distribution in India. With more than 35 years of experience, he has been instrumental in bringing numerous innovations which has transformed the lives of thousands and thousands of sales professionals in the financial services domain in India. He has distinction of having addressed over 1,000 seminars and conventions at regional and national level. As the CEO of Datacom, he provides the visions to the company and mentors the seniors and the middle management in conceptualized new technology solutions and raising the standards of quality in all aspects of business. He is a rare blend of technology evangelist, effective team leader, and a financial domain expert. Mr. Ajay Arora has played a pivotal role in creation of Wealth Magic, a state-of-the-art cloud-based ERP application for the IFAs and enterprise MF distributors, which cuts across all asset classes and provides the most comprehensive 360-degree solutions to their needs. Under his leadership, Datacom has remained the most significant technology provider to the intermediaries of the country's biggest insurer, the LIC of India. Today, over 2 lakh insurance professionals of LIC are driving their business using array of technology solutions provided by Datacom. Apart from LIC, Mr. Ajay Arora has also spearheaded Datacom in creating cutting-edge web and mobile-based sales automation solutions for many corporate customers like HDFC, Birla, Kotak Life, SBI, Tata, Edelweiss, Tokyo, Bharati AXA, leading brokers in India and Southeast Asia. Some of the solutions created by Datacom has brought national and international accolades to HDFC Life and Birla Sun Life. For the human services that he has provided to the Indian insurance industry for nearly 3 decades, now it's running 4th decade. He has awarded prestigious Udyog Rattan Award by the Institute of Economic Studies, New Delhi in 2006. He has also received the Excellence Award on behalf of Datacom Web Technologies for its excellence in productivity, quality, service, innovation, and management. Despite big achievements and laurels, Mr. Ajay Arora is still a humble, down-to-earth human being. He values every human. Let us welcome Mr. Ajay Arora on behalf of our Lugi team. Welcome, Mr. Ajay Arora.
Thank you, Mr. Vanamali, for the introduction of the speaker. So, without wasting much time, over to you, sir. The stage is all yours.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm humbled and I'm privileged that today I got this opportunity to be a part of this wonderful platform. I have seen this platform grow right from the time I started my work with LIC, and a very big thanks to Mr. Srinivasan, who has relentlessly spent so many years, and then today, in spite of spending more than 3 decades, I still see the same passion in him. Sir, salute to you, and really, you're a driving force. Your motivation is the key to all of us, including me and including to all these Lugi members here. Hari, thank you so much for giving a nice introduction. Pushpalata ji, thank you very much for giving a good information about me. Hari, I think you did a part of my session today by giving some statistics and also talking about where we are today, how the world is moving from physical to digital. So I would say a part of my session is already been conducted by Hari, and yes, I will take it from there. Nice to see. I knew that Lugi is doing a lot of work, but I think today when I joined here and I had this opportunity to know that there is so much happening. I always knew Lugi being a very active chapter, being a very active forum, but the number of events you're doing, the kind of knowledge exchange you're doing, the kind of etiquettes you're trying to build, the professionalism that we are trying to raise amongst all the members, it is something which is commendable. It is absolutely commendable, and I think you all have achieved some wonderful standards for anyone else to look upon and benchmark. So thank you. And today, my topic is very, very clear. I don't need to tell what I'm going to be talking about. It's physical to digital. So friends, let's quickly have a look at what's been happening. I mean, all our sessions on Lugi and whatever other webinars also you would be attending, everyone must be talking about Corona, COVID, vaccination, the number of infection. I mean, I think there is an overdose. So let's not get into that negative energy about the COVID and what's happening. We all know, yes, we are all blessed to be safe and healthy with the family, and that is what is the biggest aspiration anyone has today. Wealth is aside, today health is right in front of all of us, and that is what we all want. We want protection of our family. We want the well-being of our family. So friends, it's been more than 1 year now. I remember 22nd March 2020 is when the lockdown was announced. Initially, it was announced for a week. Then it went on and on and on. And we are still now, we are back to square A. In between, we all thought things will become better. And we were hoping to come back to the normal life. And then the second wave hit us so badly, hit us so aggressively. We are now even further baffled by what is happening. And the number of infection and the number of deaths, it's becoming very overwhelming. So to say, what has happened? What has happened because of all this? Because of all this, a lot of bad things happen, but there are some changes that has happened which are going to remain permanent now. What has happened in this pandemic is people have moved from their traditional behavior to an absolutely new behavior which they never knew in their lifetime. Tell me, my friends, today we are doing Zoom meetings every day. I can see so much of maturity in this Lugi in handling this meeting. Everything is conducted so crisp and well, sound, slides, the MC and the spotlight, it's coming out so well. Just tell me, my friends, 2 years back, did we even know that something called Zoom existed? We never knew. What is Zoom? Maybe it was there, but it never came into our context. We never thought it's going to happen. I still remember, about 5 years back, we have been using a tool called WebEx. We have been using a tool called WebEx, which is something like Zoom. Zoom came and it became like a consumer brand, but WebEx from Cisco has been there for a long time. And about 4 to 5 years back, we also subscribed because for our interaction with some of our international customers, we couldn't travel, and we were using the video conferencing to talk to them. I tried at that time. I used to be invited on various forums, Datacom's own events, then Federation's events. Lugi used to call me, and LIC used to invite me to come and talk on their platform. I remember there was so much of hard work that we used to go in setting up the logistics, having a auditorium, having about 500 people sitting in the auditorium, 1,000 people sitting in the auditorium. And then I would go and I would talk, and that applaud will give you a lot of this energy to talk even more passionately. So that was the kind of an aura of a speaker in a big auditorium, and we could hear the thunder of everyone's claps coming in. I thought, can we do something on a digital platform? I tried this. I remember distinctly, I tried to set up a meeting on WebEx for all our customers, a training session for all our customers. And trust me, after 1 month of continuous effort of calling by my various staff member, what I could get, where I was expecting that hundreds and hundreds and thousands should come, I could get only 15 people who came on this platform, because no one knew what is this all about. And when I asked people, my fans who used to tell me, sir, when is your next program? We love listening to you. When I personally spoke to him, what happened? When I invited you on this, why didn't you come? He says, oh, no, sir. When we see you on the stage, there is a different kind of absorption of knowledge we get. On this laptop and all, what we don't know whether it will be effective. It's very boring. We can't understand. So there is so much of inertia. There was so much of inertia. People didn't know how to, whether this is going to be tomorrow's way of life, tomorrow's new normal. So friends, necessity is the mother of invention. Necessity is the mother of invention. Lockdown came, nothing happened. Everything got shut down. What to do? Where is an auditorium? Where will people come? How will people sit? How will the speaker go there? Everything is gone. Now what to do? How will the business happen? So many question marks came, so many question marks. And today we are seeing that, Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, WebEx, etc., these various video conferencing platform has become a new normal. Today, I am seeing 500 people got assembled within 4 minutes of the start of the time. Mr. Srinivasan just mentioned that. I was also seeing this counter, and I'm sure a good number of people beyond this 500 are also now watching this event live on YouTube. Tell me, my friends, was this the kind of a behavior just about more than a year and a half back? No, absolutely not. If I would call you there, you'll say, what is this nonsense? What is this virtual meeting? How can you have a training on a virtual platform? No. We have to see the person in front of us. So the whole paradigm has changed. And the paradigm is not changed in the insurance. It's not your life. It is not my life, your life. It is across the entire globe. Every industry is now doing their business in a different paradigm. They have changed their methodology. They have changed their entire way of engaging with the customer. Okay. And today we are seeing that there is a totally different way in which the customer is expecting to talk to you. Today, when we talk about meeting, we have to actually say, sir, we are meeting in person. Are you remember? Oh, by default, they are understanding meeting means it's a video conferencing meeting. Physical meeting, you have to actually say, no, sir. We are actually meeting in that coffee shop tomorrow, if you remember. So the whole thing is not only changed to virtual. It's like, when the privatization also happened, we used to say insurance means LIC. For a long time, LIC was deemed as insurance. So now meeting means virtual meeting, digital meetings. So this is how the consumer has been, is undergoing a transition, has already undergone a transition. Like Hari mentioned, how many of us, I myself don't remember when did I go to the ATM last. I withdrew some 10,000-15,000 rupees from my ATM. I think more than a month back. In my drawer, still I have about 11,000 rupees because I don't pay anything by cash. Even my cook who comes to my house is paid by Google Pay. So you can imagine the adoption, you can imagine the exposure of a person, even a person like a cook, an illiterate person like a cook is exchanging information and accepting payments on Google Pay. The technology has made the life so simple that I just click a button and he gets an acknowledgement. So much money is already credited to your bank. Wow, wonderful. So the whole physical exchange of paper currency is now becoming obsolete. And maybe over a period of years, this will become almost extinct, I would say. So this is the kind of a change that has happened. We were always apprehensive about using many services as on a digital manner. For example, we never thought that, we'll be buying vegetables on our app. We never thought that I'll be calling for a taxi on an app. So all this has now become a new way of life. And this pandemic has forced us in that direction. But this direction is a one-way street. You can't come back. Where you're going now, you're only going to go further and further and further and further in this direction. So if you have to go in this direction, it is very important that you're going with the flow. If a person is trying to swim in the sea, he has to swim with the tide. If anyone tries to swim against the tide, he will not be able to sustain. So that is something that we all have to realize, that the tide is now moving towards digital. If you're going to go against that and you're going to stick to your own traditional old thinking, you will not be able to sustain. In order to sustain, you have to go with the flow. And you have to be on top of the flow. When your onions and tomatoes vendor and mango vendor is selling on an app, you are, my friend, on a very, very polished sector, which is called a BFSI, banking, financial services, and insurance. So this is a financial services which is actually way ahead of all these sectors which were never imagined that they will be impacted. I never thought in my lifetime that my dhobi will get impacted because he is not adopting digital thing. Today there is ironing services on the app. I just click on it, someone will just come and collect it. Day after tomorrow they will send me a nice ironed clothes back in my house. So my bichara dhobi, he has also lost business. So I've been motivating him कि तुम भी ऐसा करो, you also do this. Make sure that you have a WhatsApp group, or if you don't have an app, make sure that you have a WhatsApp group, and you make sure that you are able to take request on that, because people are not going to call you. You have to be now proactive in reaching out to people. So all these people got impacted. Several businesses, when the pandemic started, didn't realize what is coming in. They didn't change. And the situation is they went into a shutdown mode. Now I'll give you an example of Fab India. Fab India is, I think most of you must be knowing, Fab India has been a brand for your, various type of clothing and khadi clothing and Indian ethnic clothing and so many things. So when this pandemic started, they sensed that, this is not going to open up so soon and all the shops are going to get closed down. How do I keep my shop open? He picked up that, essential services will be allowed to keep open. So what he did, overnight, he got into manufacturing of organic foods and nutrition foods and health foods and etc., added to his library of various catalog of various things that he's selling. And then he was able to sustain, because if he would have stuck to his gun, oh my God, let's see when the government will open up, when will this pandemic end? He would have gone to a point of no return. And then because of this improvisation at the right time, they could do a turnaround and they could come back into the business. I remember another example I'll give you of Practo. Practo is it's a consulting app for doctors. So that is an app which is used by doctors, by people to fix up appointment or do some consultation, online consultation today. It all started with simple directory. Practo only started with a simple directory to know which are the doctors. Then they progressed to, taking appointments. The response was very lukewarm. It wasn't really great. They were actually struggling. They were burning a lot of money, and they were gasping to sustain. And then your whole improvisation happened. They adopted the video consulting. Now, if you are not able to go out to meet the doctor, how are you going to meet him? You're going to do video consulting. So they immediately got that thing on their app. And today, if you see, Practo has got more than 5 million downloads, more than 5 million users. Have you heard about a company called VFast? I had not heard earlier. VFast became a big star overnight when this, I don't know whether they are there in southern region, but in Mumbai, they are doing very well. It's like, point-to-point pickup. I can't go out, but I want to send a packet to a friend who is about 20 kilometers away. So VFast will come to my house, pick it up and deliver there in 2 hours and charge me 50 rupees, 60 rupees, 30 rupees, 90 rupees, depending on the distance. Now, that VFast within no time has got more than 1 million users. Within no time, it's got more than 1 million. 1 million is more than 10 lakh users. And I'm sure they are more of a local Mumbai region. I am not very sure whether they are in Chennai. Zomato, just about a year back when I was doing a similar session around in the May last year, I saw that, they were around 5 million around downloads. Today, they are more than 10 million downloads. They have doubled their user base in this 1 year. So why am I telling you all this? I am telling you all this because this is the thing that is happening in all areas of life. People are using tech for not only business, for conducting their day-to-day life. So today, WhatsApp seems to be a backbone. That's become a normal. It's become a new normal. Once upon a time, SMS was a new normal. Before that, writing letters was a normal, isn't it? Letters was a normal, then SMS took over, and then WhatsApp, then BlackBerry came, and then BlackBerry's whole model got washed out because of WhatsApp. WhatsApp became a new thing. And now today, WhatsApp is something that all of us here will acknowledge that we can't do without WhatsApp. It's something that we can't do without it. So it has become a new normal. Okay. So that is how in this pandemic, Zoom has come up, Microsoft Teams has come up, video conferencing is becoming a new normal. Giving digital presentation to the customer is going to become a new normal. It's already a new normal. Enabling customer to do his entire application and get a policy without sending you a single piece of paper is another new normal that we are coming towards. LIC with Ananda app has enabled that, and Ananda is just the beginning. This will further evolve. It will further become more and more richer. So all these things is helping you to transition from a physical world to digital world. Now, the pace at which these changes are happening, think about for all of you is, are we ready with this pace? Are we going with this pace, or are we going at a slow pace? You must be user of certain things. But are you a provider of digital service? I am a user of digital service. I use Zomato to order. I use Big Basket to order my groceries. I use Practo to talk to my doctor. But am I also, as a professional, a provider of digital services or no? That is something where you have to be now. You have been a user, fine, good. That is something you have adopted things. Now you have to create things which your customers will adopt from you. So you have to become a provider now. So coming to, the businesses I told, which businesses have flourished and which businesses couldn't flourish. Now we talk about, how as Datacom, what has Datacom done in this last so many years? I can again go back to the memory lane. I was there in Coimbatore more than 30 years back. And that is the time when I was actually, trying to teach ABC of what is a computer. What is it that you can do? Because that is the time when people were using Ready Reckoner. Actually, before I came to Coimbatore, 2 years before that, I had already started my work. It took me about 2 to 3 years to come to Coimbatore to give my presentation. That time, there were not even ready reckoners available. People were still using the manual with the table of rates and applying discounts, sum assured rebate, premium rebates, and calculating and giving it to the customer. So customer would be very delighted. He'd say, you are such a professional, intelligent person. You can calculate the premium and give me right now without even going to LIC. You are such a genius, man. So that was the kind of customer we were dealing with at that time. So we brought in first level of automation. We gave them ways in which they could, manage the policy information on their system and give some sort of policy services. It further went on to become a more advanced product, which is very popularly known by in the country as Visual Magic Pro, which became a default application by thousands and lakhs of agents started using that. So we further progressed. Then the mobile revolution came in. Then, of course, before that, the laptop came in. We got solutions on the laptop. We may try to make some sort of a data exchange between a desktop and a laptop, email integration, etc., etc. You could send the reports by email. So as the transition kept happening, as the evolution kept happening, we have been trying to, keep you at pace with what is the current trend. Okay. So Datacom's role in transforming you has been going on right from the beginning. But today, that pace is different. What I think today will become obsolete tomorrow. So today we have to literally run. We have to literally run with the pace at which things are happening. Do you even remember pager came and went away? We don't even remember there's something called pager. So we are talking now of things. We are talking about your phone, which is there in your pocket, doing so much that today even the laptop we feel is not required all the time. Every time you need to, whatever you want, you can do it on your phone. It will be very unfair to call this little device which is there in your pocket a phone. It is actually much more than a computer. A smartphone, a smart device is doing everything that you want. It is helping you to search whatever information. It is helping you to reach a particular place through the maps. It is helping you to order something. It is helping you to know the weather. It is helping you to invest into securities, mutual funds, insurance. You can buy everything. Everything is there in that little device in your pocket. So today, one new normal is that the consumer today is using a little device in his pocket more than the laptop that he used to use yesterday. Till yesterday, laptop was a backbone of everyone's life. Now that has become secondary. Primary is a good phone. Today, a good phone is costing much more than a laptop. Tell me, my friend, a Samsung S20 is costing 70, 80,000, but a laptop, you can get it for 25,000 also. So there is so much change that has happened. People are investing into that. So if my favorite device is going to be my phone, which is in my pocket, your digital experience has to be there on this device. You can't remain only on the email standards. You can't just remain on printed presentations. Got it? So you have to have enabling on this little device. So this is what we realized last year. We realized that, smartphone is now has overtaken the usage in terms of its usage from laptops. 8 out of 10 people prefer using smartphones for all their work, and only 2 out of 10 are wanting to still continue using their laptop. They feel that laptop can do much more than a smartphone. But 8 out of 10 feel that no, everything that I can do on a laptop, I can do it on my phone. So I hardly in a month or once or twice or thrice only I open my laptop. Otherwise, everything I do it on my phone. So we saw that the whole trend is here. So we spent this last entire year from the pandemic start till now also, we thought, this is the time now we need to bring a different level of innovation. We need to work on a different level of automation, bring LIC advisors to a level where no other advisors in the country have already reached. Even the private insurance companies have not been able to go up till there. We want to go there. So we did number of innovations. We created a new version of our software called Tab Magic. Tab Magic, we got a new avatar called Tab Magic 11. So we thought that, Today, if an insurance advisor is on the field, he should be capable of doing everything to service his customer. If I'm sitting in front of the customer, I should be able to tell him what his policy is. If he wants a portfolio presentation, I should be able to give him then and there. Earlier, we used to say that, I will go to the office, get my report and give it to you. Then we said, okay, I will open from my bag. I will open my laptop. It will take about 2-3 minutes to boot. I will start the software, take out the report, send him a mail, connect to internet, send him on mail. That's going to take 6, 7, 8 minutes. Customer doesn't have that kind of a patience. And that's going to spoil your image. He'll say, what is this? Everything is a click of a button. You're taking so much time to start your laptop and then, put my information and then taking the report out. What is this? So what we did is we created a synchronization of data. We created a synchronization of data between your desktop software, which you have been using for so many years, and the mobile phone Tab Magic software. At a click of a button, your entire data gets exchanged from Google Cloud, via Google Cloud. We implemented technology provided by Google. Google has a cloud system through which we did this data exchange. Can you believe 3,500 policies on a normal mobile data speed? Not talking about a high-speed Wi-Fi, a normal 4G mobile data speed takes 2 seconds to get downloaded. In 2 seconds, I was using a demo data. 3,500 policy took 2 seconds, and boom, everything is there in my laptop, in my device. And then I can see his surrender value, I can see his premium calendar, I can see his cash flow chart. Now that I've got the data on my device, I can now give any customer anything that he wants. I don't need to sync again and again. Okay. And not only that, if I'm at my customer's place and I'm collecting some information, let's say, for example, he has 2 children whose information is not there with me. I can simply input that information on the device and say, okay, sync again. And this whole information goes back into your back office Visual Magic Pro system. So you can collect data from the field, you can send data to your device, you can give all reports. If you are my customer, you're asking me now, Ajay, can you tell me when is my next premium due? I'll say 1 second. And literally in 1 second or 2 seconds, I'll tell you, sir, it is on 15th of June is your next premium due. And I'll just give you a calendar. In another 2 seconds, I can give him a calendar for the entire year. So that's the power. That's the power. Then we did a lot of activities to make this device as powerful as VM Pro. So we are building a lot of new reports, lot of capabilities, so that on the move when you're there, you are able to reach out to your customer. We also know now today people are thriving on Google Maps. There was a time when if you had to go somewhere, you will stop at the panwala and ask him, Bhai, can you tell me where is this address? Today we don't do that. We don't stop at the panwala, or we don't ask any person on the street, can you tell me where is this address? Because we just put everything on the Google Map, and the Google Map takes us right up to the door. So we are also integrating that. That's also coming up very soon. We are also integrating so that if this Tab Magic is being used by your staff to go and service your customer at his doorstep, or collect the premium, or deliver some document, he doesn't have to call up the customer and say, sir, can you explain to me how to reach your place? No, your app will just say, okay, I want to go to Mr. Shri Krishna, to Mr. Srinivas Iyer. I just click on that and the app shows me the direction. It shows me, okay, it'll take you 26 minutes to go by a motorbike, or it will take you about 32 minutes to go by a car, or if you're walking, it's going to take so much time, and it'll show me the entire direction, step-by-step direction to reach that place. So that is the kind of an experience. So your people don't have to call up and disturb or irritate the customer by asking him how to reach there. So this is the kind of a experience that we are trying to bring in, so that your entire operations becomes seamless, more efficient, more productive. So this is one of the many things. Similarly, we provide a lot of data around. We provide so much of data around your policy portfolio. There is something called a comprehensive insurance chart, which most of the 95% of my customers, insurance advisor, professional insurance advisor, make sure that they give this comprehensive insurance chart to their customers every year, or whenever a new policy is taken, they update that and give the customer, sir, this is your complete portfolio. It gives you your policy information, it gives you your premium calendar, it gives you your cash flow chart, it gives you your current status. Everything is there in that particular chart. But that chart was designed for printing. So what we have done now is we have come out with a mobile friendly presentation called Digital Insurance Handbook. It is like an ebook. Like we have an Amazon ebook on Kindle, we read an ebook. So what is the difference between a Kindle experience and a normal PDF that you get download from anywhere? In the normal PDF, you will zoom, you will pan, and you will try to search for that information. But on a Kindle, you are able to just get everything very nice, easy to read. Click a button, next page. Click a button, next page. Search, you reach that page. Bookmark, you reach that page. Okay. So we have created an ebook kind of an experience. First of its kind in the entire industry. Let me tell you, it is the first of its kind in the entire industry. Not only in India, I can tell you from whatever knowledge I have, it's not even been innovated anywhere in the world that we have brought that kind of an innovation in the hands of LIC agent. So that is the kind of a digital power we are trying to give, because if I'm going to tell my customer, sir, I had mailed it to you, I will send this file to you tomorrow, he'll say, forget that, you send me right now. And if you send him a comprehensive insurance chart on a WhatsApp, he will not enjoy seeing that. So instead of that, now you can send him a digital insurance handbook. So you can send him a digital and he'll be delighted. Actually, my friends, within 1 month of this launch of digital insurance handbook, I have got more than 200 testimonials from advisors saying it is wonderful. Their customers are delighted. Their policy holders are saying this is never experienced before kind of a thing. So this is what is something that we need to achieve. A digital exchange. Remember, it's not only for the purpose of executing, it is also your image. You are a senior professional in the insurance industry. You are driving consulting activity. So your image is equally important. You are not a 12 policy quota agent. You are a professional agent. So image is very important. So when you give this kind of a experience to your customer, so today service is not important, experience is important. So if you're able to give him that kind of an experience, he will feel delighted. Your image enhances. He will feel proud to talk about you to his 10 different people. And today, my friend, there is no better time than today for this profession. Everyone today is only thinking about health and risk, health and protection of family, what will happen. I will tell you, there are so many of my friends who have created a will in this period. For several years, they never did, but they have all created will in this period because no one is knowing what is there in their store tomorrow. So this is the time when your effort to make the customer realize how important insurance is minimum. It can't be lesser than that. It is minimum. You just have to talk about it for 2 minutes and he'll say, okay, yes, tell me what to do. Earlier, we had to go and hammer and hammer and hammer and hammer him and tell him, sir, human life value, sir, your family needs protection. Oh, nothing is going to happen to me. But today that sentiment is not there. Today he is thinking differently in terms of health insurance, in terms of life insurance. They are coming. It's becoming a pull product from a push product. So friends, this opportunity is there, but this opportunity you will be able to fructify or maximize only and only if you are digital ready. Only if you are digital ready. There are various things that you should be doing. Sending out flyers, making sure that your information goes everywhere. So from a simple messages, first we evolved to giving you a poster kind of thing, concept poster. Now we have created one more level up. We have gone again. This is the first in the industry. We have created professionally created marketing videos, a studio quality, professionally created marketing videos, which is branded with your photo, which is branded with your credential. And these videos, which are typically 2 to 3 minutes long, you can send it on WhatsApp, you can put it on your website, you can put it on your Facebook, you can put it on Instagram, and generate inquiries. People who don't even know you will start calling you because it's the power of getting viral. You can put it on your own YouTube, send YouTube links to everyone. So this whole digital thing can transform or snowball into, you can not even imagine the kind of a volume it can go up to. You cannot even imagine, So that is the power. So these are the efforts that we did, We did sync, we did digital handbook, we did branded video, and one very novel concept we came out with. We came out with a very novel concept of gifting. Friends, you all used to gift to your customers. To your customers, you used to gift diaries or a organizer or a calendar or a table calendar or probably a pen set or a stationery set, something. Why were you doing that? Because you wanted to delight the customer. You wanted that relationship building to happen. It's a sort of a token of thanks to the customer. Sir, thank you. I appreciate your patronage. And this is a small gift from me, sir. So this is a diary which you can use for, your organizing your task and appointments and etc. Yes, it was very important and very, very contextual gift at one point in time, but today it is not. Who's using diary now? Most of them are using their smartphone for putting their appointment, their task list, everything is there on their phone. Diary is becoming out of vogue, and you are spending 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees for each diary, and you're giving it to your customer. You don't even know whether the customer is going to use that or just going to be lying in his drawer, or he's going to go to the Raddiwala. We don't know. But you are still doing that because you want that kind of a relationship to happen. So we thought gifting is a very good activity, because LIC advisors' whole business is based on relationship. So relationship has to be warm. How can this? But now the gifting is not correct. What he's giving is not correct, because that is something people will not appreciate and they will not use. So we thought, let's give him something which the customer will appreciate. So what we did a tie-up with a startup. We did a tie-up with a health and wellness startup. So there is a health and wellness startup which created an app for customers to monitor their health parameters. It will give them, there is a content for doing yoga, for high cholesterol, for BP management, for diabetes management. There are different exercises. There are professional dietitians who are coming and giving you, concepts and tips on what are the different recipes, how you can still have a good recipe without hurting your ailment. So there's a lot of things that is there. A typical wellness app, which you can see, and today, wellness is on the top of the mind of everyone. So we thought that there is nothing better than an insurance advisor gifting this app to it's a premium app which is costing 200 rupees, But we negotiated a different price. We got them down to 100, that in my audience, my insurance advisors will only pay 100. So what we did is we integrated this app in our Tab Magic. And now from Tab Magic, you can send this gift to your customer. And when he opens this app, just like when a person opens the diary, you see with best compliments from and your name is written. When he opens this app, he sees your photo and a caring gift from your name, and your photo comes there in the entire app on every page. So whenever he's going to use this app, he's going to see you, he's going to have a recall, and he'll feel thankful. And he'll feel that, my advisor is so thoughtful in such kind of a crisis where everyone is just worried about health. My advisor has given me a gift which is so much relevant to today's need. Best thing is, you don't spend unless he starts using it. You can send out, you can do your goodness, you can do your relationship building by sending this invitation to use your gift to all your policyholders. Whoever will download and register, only that money you will have to be spending with this startup company. So you're doing a goodness with everything. Whereas if you would have bought a diary, you would have first bought the diary and then you would have sent it across. Anyways, so this is a different kind of these are the new innovative ways that I'm thinking. What I believe, and what I have learned along with you, and what vision that I have created is, for an insurance professional, it's not only about giving premium quotation, illustration, collecting the premium check, and giving the receipt and giving the maturity. It's not only that. You have to go 2 steps beyond that. There is a competition today. So you have to go 2 steps beyond that. So these are the things that will help you to go 2 steps, 3 steps, 5 steps ahead of your competition. So these are the things, which are very, very important in today's whole context. So that is, again, all these are digital assets. Nothing is physical. There is no paper in any of these three things that I mentioned. So let me now just share my screen. I've got couple of slides, and we will probably go through this. No. 1 second. Is my screen visible to all?
It's clear, sir.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
All right. So, of course, this was my starting screen, but I just went on to. So it's a new revolution which has started, and it is here to take our life to a new paradigm. So these are the top items today, I feel, which is there in your bucket list. Since everything is digital, since you are also going to be a provider of a digital experience, not just a receiver of experience, you're going to be provider of your digital experience. First and the fundamental thing is having your own professional website. So there was a time when we used to say that, a www address is going to just add some brownie points to you. But today I feel it is an essential commodity or essential item in your list. It is no longer a choice. It is something that you have to have. If you are keen on growing in your business, if you're keen to remain, provide a professional image to your audience, you need to have a presence on your on the internet. So a professionally created website is something that is important. And we have been doing this for so many years. I think out here also in this Lugi forum only, I have got so many. Vanamali, my dear friend Vanamali, his website is also developed by us, DV Suresh, and there are thousands and thousands of websites that we have created. So those are the early adopters, early starters, and they have already, I would go on to say, and I can vouch for it, that, they would have got that level of appreciation and that mileage in being an early adopters. So today it is becoming necessary that, you have to have a presence on your web, your own brand on your web. So you need a professionally created website. You need digital marketing tools like the branded video I talked about. Various more tools are also there. There are so many more things that you need to do. So you have to have the right digital marketing tools. Understand one thing, traditional marketing and digital marketing are two different approaches, absolutely two different approaches. I mean, today I do not have a forum to get into in depth on each one of them, but my whole idea is to create that kind of a perspective for you to understand and realize that if I am not yet running, I'm only walking, I need to start running with the pace. So digital marketing tools is another thing that you need to have a proper, you need to be equipped, and you need to have a proper strategy around it, how you're going to be using it, how you're going to be reaching out to people, what kind of a content will work well, what kind of content will not work well. So there's lots to it. Digital marketing itself is a very, very big subject. Social media, everything is social today. WhatsApp is also a social media, isn't it? Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram was earlier only for, sharing family pictures and fashion and all this thing. But today, Instagram has become much more important than Facebook also in terms of promoting your products. I'll tell you, my daughter's some friends are there. They are known as Instagram influencer. She has got about 200,000 plus followers, 2 lakh plus followers. And you know what she has to do? She has to keep on creating a post, talk about some product, talk about some other product. People will keep following it. And the likes of Lakme, Maybelline, and fashion brands are pumping money. They give her money, 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees. Today, when you talk, just say, oh, wow, did you see this new Lakme shade? This is so wonderful. I tried this and this is going on for so nicely since morning. The color is still like that. I am really enjoying it. She just had to say that. It is like an indirect marketing. And because of her saying that Lakme's new shade is wonderful, it is going so well, it is waterproof, etc., it's an indirect marketing. Those 200,000 people who are seeing will go and buy Lakme. So Lakme is ready to pay her 30,000 rupees just to say 2 lines. So there is a total different approach. Earlier, we used to think that, advertisement on TV, advertisement on newspaper is the only way to go. But today, those are who reads newspaper. Today, that has become a backseat now. Today, these are the platforms which are more important. Are you having a right strategy? That is important now. When Lakme can sell something, when a fashion brand can sell something, why can't an insurance advisor advise something on that? So whether you have the right content, whether you have a right strategy is important. It's not just using Instagram. Again, I'm saying you are using Instagram as a receiver of information, but you have to use it as a provider of experience. So for being a provider of experience, you need to have a right social media strategy. Okay. You have to be an expert in video conferencing. We are seeing this level of expertise now in the Lugi official platform. But tell me, my friends, now you are seeing my picture. Sometime back you're seeing a picture of Vanamali, and then Hari was speaking, and Pushpalataji was speaking, and Thalaivar was speaking. So properly the camera, your video was rotating to the right person. Why? Because Vignesh is doing a wonderful job in coordinating this entire presentation. I'm sure, I'm sorry, I don't know who are the other, there's a complete team, of course, but you all have done a wonderful job. The kind of a Zoom invite you made, there's an effort gone there. So if it was just a textual versus the way you have got that invite also created an impact and it created an interest that I must come and attend this meeting. So right from communicating the event to executing that event, Lugi's official platform is doing a 5 on 5 or 10 on 10 marks on that. They're doing a wonderful job. Now think about it. You as an individual participant in this, are you having this level of capability? Some of you may have, but a lot of them may not. So only when you also, because this is good, this is the new normal, it is very important that you understand everything that is required to make your video conference effective. If your video conference is not effective, how you present yourself, how your information is, there should be no technical flaw. There should be proper setup of your system. There should be proper lighting. Your voice should be clear. Your internet speed should be good. There should not be disturbance. So there are so many things that is required. Plus, there is not only Zoom. What we are seeing today is Zoom. Sometimes you may want to connect with your customer and customer say, no, I don't use Zoom. I use Microsoft Teams. Wow, you will get stumped. Oh my God, I don't know how to use Microsoft Teams. I only know how to use Zoom. No, my friend, that will not work. You will have to know all the good platforms because your customer will decide what choice of platform he wants. You will not decide. If you are sending him a Google Meet, he says, no, I don't like Google Meet. Why don't you talk to me on Zoom? If you're giving him Zoom, he says, no, I don't want Zoom. I want to talk to you on WebEx. So you have to be on top of this. It's like, knowing only how to drive a Hyundai Creta. But if I put you on Volkswagen, you say, I don't know how to drive. No, if you know how to drive, you should know how to drive anything. If you know how to do a video conferencing on one, you should know how to do video conferencing on different platforms and how to do it the best. Because only then your engagement with the customer will become impactful, meaningful, fruitful. E-learning, e-training. Okay, e-learning. This is what you're doing today. It's an e-learning. We are not meeting physically, but we are all discussing. I am giving you some experience, my wisdom, my knowledge. I am trying to put it across to a wide forum from here. It's an e-learning. There is no physical paper and pen and book and anything involved. E-training. When you become a provider of service, like for example, you want to create an insurance awareness platform for if you want to do an insurance awareness event for your policyholders' children. So you can call them on Zoom because these are all millennials. Millennials will never come to you if you call them in a classroom. But if you tell them that I am having a session on Zoom and I'm going to be giving you a lot of information about how to mitigate risk, how to create wealth, how to systematically build your dreams, they will be interested in coming. And then understand that audience is 10 times more savvy than people who are of old thinking. So you have to know that when you're going to be talking to them, you have to give them that experience that they are looking for. So there is a lot of evolution that is required. There's a lot of learning that is required. You getting it? So there's this, this whole experience about the digital is not just, getting an app and starting using it. It's a complete ecosystem. It's a complete ecosystem. And the world is spending billions and billions and trillions of dollars in this transition. Dashboard analytics, business management, everything is based on data now. Everything is based on data. How many of you will appreciate and realize that if you are into multiple financial services, you are an insurance advisor, you're a health insurance advisor also, you're also selling mutual funds, you're also doing some bonds, you're also doing equities. How many of you will tell me that all my policyholders are also my health insurance customers? All my health insurance customers have also taken LIC policy from me? No. And you will not know because you are not consuming that data properly. So data analytics is also a part of physical to digital. I can't just be relying on registers. There have to be some data analytics, which has to tell me, these are my customers in this age group who are my prospects for health insurance. They are already my customers for LIC, but they are not my customers for health insurance. These are my customers who have taken health insurance from me and they have not taken top-up insurance from me. So these are the analytics. Everything is based on analytics, So this is the kind of a approach that we need to follow now. So friends, we have a very limited time window. I would also want some questions to come in. I will not prolong this long. I can just go. This is my pet. Hari, 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, please, sir, take your time. Sir, please take your time, sir.
Sir, please unmute yourself, sir.
Sir, you are muted. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Am I audible now? Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. So digital is a complete ecosystem which we need to understand and we need to go there. So a lot of people, I have been doing this kind of 1 hour, 45 minutes, kind of a session on from Datacom directly also on some, different study circle platform. Today I had a privilege an honor to be on this Lugi platform. But my subject is so vast. There is so much to learn. There is so much to talk about. And it is so important that in this hour, in this context, we need to transition into that phase. So I was getting a lot of requests. Sir, please have a detailed course on it. We would want to understand, and we want you to drive this course. So based on that, made a lot of requests from my various friends, from various forums. So what I am trying to do now is, this is the first announcement I'm doing right here today on this platform, that wanting to launch a course. This is a course that we'll be setting up in the month of June. Tentatively, it's going to start from 13th of June. So there's a course which is called Physical to Digital, not just a 45-minute session kind of thing, but it's a complete detailed course, it's a 4-week, 4 detailed session skill transformation course, specially designed for MDRT, COT, and TOT agents. I'm specifically saying that because I do not have bandwidth, fortunately or unfortunately, the kind of activity that I am involved, it gives me very little time to get into training. So I, as a company, Datacom has decided that they will be doing this kind of a course, Physical to Digital. Only the first 2 batches with limited capacity is what I will be driving personally. I will be doing this entire course. And based on my mentoring, based on my teaching, my other trainers will pick up and then they will do the further courses. So first couple of batches is what I will be doing it personally. I'll be conducting it directly. So this is a complete course that we'll be launching, and a little highlight about, what is the digital transformation that we're talking about. This is a little highlight about what this course will do. It will give you a complete introduction right from basics into digital marketing for your kind of business. Why is it most important for you? Key platform for promoting your business, which are the right platform. How do you understand viral marketing? How do you go about doing a viral marketing? You send it to a particular target audience, how that thing gets further viral, and so on. Video conferencing insight, just now I just mentioned, understanding various popular video conferencing platform, presenting yourself professionally. It is not just important to technically understand video conferencing tool. It is very important because the way I will sit across with you on the table and talk to you with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee is totally different from the way I'm going to be talking to you on a video conference. So what are the do's and don'ts, what you should not do, what you should do, how you should groom, how you should communicate, how you should even send out invite. Everything is important from a detailed insight into video conferencing, marketing campaign, how you can do a paid and unpaid campaigns. How do you make sure that your 1 rupee spent on that campaign reaches the audience that you want to reach? It's not just throwing your money into some sort of ads or some sort of Instagram and irrelevant people watching it. You can actually pinpoint, my ad has to go to this particular kind of audience only. So only then your money will be used. So there are a lot of nuances around that. So paid and unpaid campaigns, how to reach your target audience, getting leads from people you never knew. You've never seen them, but they could be your tomorrow's customers. That is where the scale will come, my friend. What Hari mentioned, in 5 years, that Bill Gates has said, in 5 years, there'll be people who will be doing business on the internet, or the second category is who will be out of business. So exactly what, this is what is going to happen, because you will be talking to people you have never met in your life. They will be the ones who will be buying policies of 1 crore and 2 crore and 50 lakh and whatever, and giving you business. All right. So optimizing your media spends, social media deep dive. There is a lot more to understand in Instagram than just clicking on the like button and putting a comment. There's a lot more to understand on that. How will Instagram help you? How will the Facebook help you? How will the LinkedIn profile? What kind of LinkedIn profile you have to make? What you should not put? How you should position yourself? How you can create a neural network? There is so much to understand. So this is something that I thought that we should. It's very important that in this phase of transition, there is a proper mentoring that happens. There is a proper learning that happens, so that you are walking in the right direction. If you're going to walk in the wrong direction, you're just going to waste time and you're going to waste opportunity. So friends, Bharat is there in this call, and Bharat has been there with us. I'm blessed to have people like Bharat, Jay Shankar and Thamo and all that. We have a brilliant team in the South. Like a family, they're like my extended family. Bharat has put his heart and soul in getting us Datacom to this stage. Thanks, Bharat, for being there at all the time. So you can reach out to Bharat and enroll your name if you want, and the details etc. about is something that Bharat will be able to share with you in a day or so. But you can reach out to him to show your interest, that you're interested in joining, because I am going to be doing only the first and maximum the second batch. Thereafter, it will be my trainers who will be doing. So if you are keen that you want to learn from me, probably you can reach out to Bharat and then make sure that your seat is blocked for the course that we'll be setting up in June. So friends, we are as one of the pledge that I heard in the Thalai were talking about. I think discipline is very important. So it is, the timing also is very important. We started exactly at 7. We have mentioned 8:30. So it is important that we also close at the right time. So I would now want any kind of questions. If I can answer, I'll be happy to do that.
Yes, Hari.
Yes, sir.
Now it is 7:23.
8:23, sir. 8:23.
Sorry, 8:23. So another 12 minutes you can allot for question, and 10 minutes we can extend. You decide and call the people.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, sir. And thank you, Ajay, sir, for giving us a lot of insight on importance of moving from physical to digital and giving us the details on Datacom products and its effective usage. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
It is evident that in this new world, technology is not a choice, but a fundamental business strategy that must be interwoven into every part of an organization. Friends, if you are postponing your digital presence or digital marketing decision, then it is time to rethink. Now, let us move on to the question and answer session. Yes, let us have the question and answer session. Please raise your hands and we will unmute you, or you can put up your questions on the chat box. So I can see Arulmani raising the hands.
Please unmute Arunmani.
சார் வந்துட்டு MDRT கோர்ஸ் பத்தி சொன்னாரு. அது எவ்வளவு ஃபீஸ் என்னன்னு கேட்கலாம் சார்.
That
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, sir. The question is on the the physical to digital, the course which you are launching.
Yes.
Mr. Arulmani wanted to know about the fees.
So we will set up the fees. It's not going to be very high because I want this kind of a learning to go to as many number of people, but we have not finalized on the fees, but it will be somewhere in the less than 4,000 range only.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So next we have Devi raising his hands.
Yes, Devi.
Yeah, sir, I am Devi. Nice to meet you, sir. Sir, in digital handbook, every time we have to edit in our customers, I have to pay for another charges for every customer, sir, for editing every time.
No. Once you have taken digital insurance handbook for 1 month, you can take any number of time. Even if you have edited, you can take a new digital handbook within 1 month.
So no need to pay the every time
No.
editing charges.
1 month for the same customer. But I will also appreciate if let's not have a commercial discussion here. Anything to do with my session, I'll be happy to answer on this forum, because I
Sure, sir.
respect the sanctity of this forum. I would want it to be more of a knowledge. But to answer your question, no. The answer is no. You don't have to.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
Sir,
Yes, Mr. Sandesh.
yeah, I'm from Mysore. Actually, my question, that problem actually is most highlighted for me. Only request it.
This is not clear.
We are losing you, Mr. Santosh.
No. Actually, problem is so for me. My request
Sorry.
is, as now the lockdown is going very well. So the first week, immediately in June, it is very helpful. Once the lockdown means possible to.
This is going to be on Sundays. This course is going to be on Sundays only. It's going to be like 4 Sundays we'll be doing. So I don't think so that should be a problem. I don't want to. The reason why I'm taking little more time is because I'm still fine tuning this. I want to make this, what you're seeing on the screen, I want to make it very effective. So I'm creating this good content for that. So that's why I'm just taking a little more time.
This Sunday, what will be? Any idea?
Only one question, please.
Mr. Sandesh, the further details, the Datacom team will be rolling out.
Bharat can answer, please.
Okay.
And we'll move on to Mr. Ravi Shankar.
Sir, good evening, sir. I'm Ravi Shankar from Bangalore.
Yes, Ravi, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Sir, I have purchased tab 11, but after purchasing, nobody from your office contacted me how to use it and apply it to my business.
I'm sorry. This question should be related to the subject of Ajay Arora. This is not the forum. Already he has told it. Kindly get in touch with his representatives. This is not the forum to talk about this. So my humble request is, ask questions connected to the lecture he has delivered now. Please.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, next we will move on to, there is a telephone number, there's some number which I can see, 0684175, who has raised the hands.
Krishna.
Sir, very good evening, sir.
What's your name, please?
My name is Krishna, sir.
So Krishna,
I am from Trichy.
First lesson is this: whenever you participate, you should participate with your name.
Sorry, sir. Next time onwards, I'll correct it. That's my agency code, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank you, sir. I actually tried what you're telling. Now I understood that the training, what you're talking about, is more important. Because recently I tried this Facebook stuff and I got around 150 customers in a week's time. I don't know what is the next step to proceed further, sir. So whatever the course you're talking, I'm really impressed. I think there is a lot more things that I need to learn, because finding 150 customers is not an easy in a week time, but I do not know how to
And this 150
convert
will
them.
further multiply if you have the right strategy. This 150 will further multiply to 500 to 1000 to 2000 within. That is
I do not know how to transform that to the next step. So that is where I'm get stuck, because when I talk to the customers are really impressed. They say they want to go for it, but I do not know how to proceed further. Maybe like whatever the training session you're going to give, I think it is going to be more helpful, sir. So I'm so happy that Logi has given me an extraordinary opportunity to conduct this Zoom meeting, and I'm really thanks Srinivasan sir for all this. Thank you so much, sir. I'll be a part of the meeting session anyway. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Krishna. So, I think Mr. Nandagopal, you can unmute.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am Nandagopal from Chennai.
yes, Mr. Nanda.
Sir, through your health magic, I am sending quote and benefits illustration and comparison, everything through that. I am getting a good result. But one thing I am not able to send to the customer regarding this accident care policies in Star Health, especially.
I think we can discuss these kind of feedbacks offline. I think Mr. Thalavar also just mentioned that let it be related to what has happened in the last 45-50 minutes. So this forum is not to be used for that. I will answer that offline, or you can connect with Bharat and he will be able to help you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Excuse me. I think Ravi Shankar Nandagopal, kindly mute. After asking questions, kindly mute yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir.
My humble request. Nandagopal.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Nandagopal, please mute yourself. Yeah, we'll move on to the next question, Mr. Balakrishnan.
Hello, good evening, sir. The session is very good. See, the insurance marketing is based on relationship marketing. We are talking about video conferencing and all. How can we develop confidence to our customers through video conferencing, instead of meeting him personally, sir?
So that is the learning that we need to do. No? That is what I'm saying. That these are something which are very new. So today, I have been talking for such a long time, and I have been able to convey my message to you. Am I right or no? What is
Yes,
the
sir.
so? But before, even I was also very nervous when I did my first Zoom meeting. I was nervous whether I'm effective or no. I stumbled. I improved. So that is the phase you are in now. So even the Logi's first meeting, I'm sure, Talava sir, you will also agree. Your first meeting on the Zoom was not as smooth as it is today.
Exactly.
So it is a learning. It's a continuously learning process. So this is the phase you are in now. You will have to learn the new skills. You have mastered the skill of LIC. You have mastered the skill of giving good service to your customer. But this is something, this is new in your life. And now you need to upgrade yourself to become a master of this skill also. So that was the whole idea which I felt that, just talking about the need for physical to digital is not good enough. There has to be a proper vision on what is to be done. You have to go through this process. It's a process through which you'll have to go, and then after that, your confidence level, your knowledge level on how to engage with the customer, what you should do, what you should not do, will automatically become much better. Just like training. This training is also like that. You through training, you learn some new skills.
So another 2 minutes and we will move on to Mr. Balasubramaniam.
Yes, please. Who is the next person talking now?
Mr. Balasubramaniam.
Yes, Mr. Balasubramaniam. Can you unmute?
Okay. Mr. Balasubramaniam, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Okay, Hari, proceed to
Yes, sir.
next question.
Okay, we'll move to Murugayan. Mr. Murugayan, you can unmute yourself.
I want to know the doubt. Actually, that each class is how many hours? How many classes totally?
So it'll be 4 classes of approximately 2 hours to 2 hours, a little 2.5 hour kind of thing. Totally about 8 or 9 hours totally.
Last question, only one question. Now it's
last question, friends. Mr. Santosh Shekde.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm Santosh Shekde from Karnataka.
Hi, Santosh.
Yeah, sir, my small request is that in your marketing video, make it possible to put our voice. I think it is easy possible.
Yes, we are looking into that possibility also. We're looking into that possibility.
Yeah, video is yours and voice is ours.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
We'll
Sure.
do something on that front.
Thank you, Hari. You proceed.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, friends, lot of takeaways in today's meeting, and which is the need of the hour, And with this, we have come to the end of the session, and I now request Mr. Shri and Vaidyanathan, our assistant treasurer, to deliver the vote of thanks, please.
Am I audible now? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm audible? Yeah. Good evening to all. First of all, I would like to convey my heartfelt of thanks to office bearers of Loki Central Office for giving me this great and golden opportunity of this vote of thanks. On that note, I would like to thank our thank our founder president, Shri P. Srinivasan sir, for showering his blessings to all of us by way of his presence, and also given a brief note about our Logi to the chief guest. Thank you so much, sir. Moving forward, I would like to thank our All India President, Shri Shinu alias A. Venkata Subramaniam, along with our General Secretary, Shri S. Nazar, along with our Treasurer, Shri P. Vijay Kumar, and all our central officers who are helping all of us for arranging such a lovely Zoom session to us to stay vibrant on this profession. Moving upon the thanking ladder, I would like to thank the chief guest for the day, Shri Ajay Arora ji, for his extraordinary eye-opening session for a clear-cut importance of transitions of moving from physical to digital platform. A special thanks to you, sir. On this note, I would like to thank Datacom, Mr. Bharat, Mr. Jai Shankar, and Mr. Muthuraman, and Mr. Damodaran, and all other Datacom friends for their support for the session. It is definitely my responsibility to thank Srimati Pushpalata Madam for a beautiful welcome speech for a great start for today's session, and carried away very nicely by Sri Vanamali for a nice introduction of today's chief guest, Sri Ajay Arora ji. A special thanks to both of them. Finally, I thank our master of ceremony, Sri Hari Venkatesh, for awesome comparing, and along with Sri D. Vignesh for helping us to have the session lovely. Last but not the least, I would thank all the participants for their valuable time being spent here and given us a great support for being given your presence. A special thank to one and all. To conclude, I'm thanking the great Almighty for helping us to listen to the session without any disruption, and I would like to wish you all of you a healthy and peaceful life and on all aspects. Good night to all of you. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Close this session.
Hari, please unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Friends, so with this, we have come to the end of the session. On 29th May, we have Parveen Sultana's session on Kundrena Nimrindanil. So, see you on 29th May. Thank you all.
Good night.